I stood between her and death with nothing but my ribs and a heartbeat that sounded like thunder in my own ears. Glass masks stared back, no eyes, no mercy, just the hum of weapons tuned to erase us both. My knees shook, but my feet didn't move. Couldn't. Not after everything. That's the part that still wakes me up choking on air. The quiet before it was worse, the kind of silence that presses down like wet concrete in your chest. Let's back up, way up, before the sky split open and dropped her into my life like a lit match in dry grass. I lived in that town like a ghost, haunting his own skin, barely 20, already hollowed out by something I couldn't name. Walked the streets with my hands shoved deep in my jacket, shoulders hunched against a loneliness so thick it made breathing feel like work. Then the heavens tore, not lightning something alive, screaming as it fell. Ground bucked like a dying animal. Birds vanished into black. Every cell in my body screamed, "Run home, lock the door, pretend you didn't see it." But I ran toward the smoke instead. Stupid? Maybe. Or maybe I was just tired of being alone. Found her in the crater. Ship wasn't metal, it rippled like liquid mercury under violet light. And she, Christ. Skin like glass, veins pulsing soft blue beneath the surface. When her eyes opened, I swear the wind stopped. Galaxies swirling in there, old, sharp, watching me like I was the alien. "Hey," I said, voice cracking. "It's okay." She flinched, not scared, calculating. Like she was measuring how fast I'd turn on her. I tore my shirt, wrapped her wound. My hands trembled. Hers hummed, felt like holding lightning wrapped in silk. Days blurred. She learned English faster than any human should, voice starting as static, ending in melody. Called herself Julia. One night in the kitchen, she caught me looking away from her glow. "One look between my legs and you lost control, didn't you?" Not flirtation, a test. To see if I saw her as meat or mind. I stammered, face burning. But she saw it, saw I wasn't staring at her body. I was staring at the same hollow space inside her that lived in me. "You different?" she asked later. "Under stars. Others look at body. You look at inside." I told her I knew what it meant to be here but not belong. She whispered her world was gone. No home. Alone. I took her hand. Not anymore. Two broken things pretending they could hold each other together. Then came the thrum. Subsonic, vibrating my teeth loose. Julia shot upright, light blazing white. They found me. Door didn't open, it turned to dust. Figures stepped through. Faceless. Relentless. She moved to surrender. I moved faster. Put myself in front. Flesh against God's. "You're not taking her," I snarled. Voice broke, but stance held. They paused. Prey doesn't protect. That's not how their math worked. Behind me, Julia gasped. Saw this fragile sack of bone and blood ready to shatter for her. Something in her ignited. She pushed past me, hands blazing like supernovae. Shouted words that cracked the air like whips. Command, authority, royalty. They lowered their weapons, vanished like smoke. I collapsed. She caught me, cupping my face with hands warm as sunrise. "Why?" She wept, tears like shattered glass. "Because you're everything," I breathed. "I choose," she vowed, forehead pressed to mine. "Not them. I choose you." We ran. Found a cabin buried in mountain pines where the sky couldn't see us. Built a life on defiance and stolen mornings. Then one dawn, she stood in the doorway, hand on her stomach, glow pulsing double time. "Billy," she whispered, guiding my palm to her belly. I felt it strong, steady, neither earth nor star. "A bridge. Our future," she said, crying. I held her like I could shield that tiny spark with my ribs alone. Now we stand on the porch again, watching constellations wheel. She leans into me. "I came here as a stranger, but I stay as your love," I say, kissing her forehead. "You were never a stranger," I add. "You were always my future." Truth is, I used to think survival meant staying hidden. Now I know it means standing in the open, shaking, and saying, "Take me first," because someone finally matters more than your own breath.